How's it going?
All good, Ankit. How are you doing?
Good, good. We've never actually sat down and had a good conversation
I
before.
think it's been years now. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah. It's
yeah.
been a long time. How have you been, buddy? What's
Very
happening?
well. All good. Just
How's
hustling.
how is the world coming back after COVID now?
Well, it looks quite promising after COVID. Everything is moving at a very fast pace,
Yeah.
and it's quite exciting for the industry that I work in.
So I was just going to say that. So now you are part of an industry which is I think which excites most people in UAE and outside as well.
Yes, it does.
The real estate industry. What is happening? Now you've been part of this industry for more than 10 years if I'm assuming.
This is my 16th year.
16th, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be part of one thing, and I'm sure you must have seen loads of ups and downs when it comes to real estate over here,
Yes.
our beautiful market. So how's it been, man? Before and after COVID?
See, after COVID, the way this country has managed the entire COVID situation,
Yeah.
it brought in a lot of confidence into people. Because what's the point of having so much money if you're not safe and secure about your life, about health, and with all those vaccination drives,
Exactly.
sanitization,
Yeah.
it attracted a lot of people from around the world,
Yeah.
and they made UAE their home.
Yeah.
And Dubai, being Dubai, attracted more and more millionaires and billionaires and industrialists to move here and just to keep their family safe, to live a very good
Yeah.
and comfortable life.
Yeah. So we were speaking before we began that how there was a time when people wanted to live outside, be it
Yes.
States, be it Canada, be it the UK, but now that's all changed. I mean, I'm sure there are still a lot of people who want to, build their lives there, but UAE has come in everybody's radar, especially since after COVID. So how because there was a time about 2 years back when I was seeing the property prices and I was meeting a lot of
You should have bought it back
yes,
then.
I should have, right? And you won't believe I know people who have and who are really happy right now. So from that to now, there must be an increase of almost about 40 to 50%.
37, 38% to be precise.
So
Yeah.
you guys are happy now, isn't it? How?
We're very happy. I mean, our journey, like Scorpion Property, I'll speak
Yeah.
about us. We were formed in COVID.
Yes.
We started this during COVID. The market was at low, nobody was buying, and that's the time we went ahead in the market. We bought a lot of properties for our clients, for our investors. We told them that no matter what, we believe in Dubai. This is a place, this is a future. And they trusted on our advice. They bought properties, and everybody's sitting minimum of 2.5 times their money today.
Wow.
Whether it's the Blue Water Island or the MR Beachfront, Dubai Hills Estate, because that was the time when even the developers were very flexible. They were giving us the post handover payment plan, very easy, relaxed terms to repay, which kind of helped a lot of people to, they would have just paid about 30, 35, 40%
Right.
towards the property, and they are making a premium of about 50 to 60% today
Wow.
on the total investment.
Yeah, sure. So now I've got a lot of people whom I know are coming to UAE from India, from various places. Would you say right now is the right time to buy?
The right time was yesterday.
That's a
So
good
I'll
one.
tell you about Dubai.
Yeah.
Like, I've been here 16 years. I came here as a young boy. I didn't know what exactly I would do in this country. The aim
Yeah.
was to be here for 3 years and have a house back in Bombay.
Right. Everyone says that, doesn't
Till date, I've not bought that house in Bombay, but I've got a few properties out here in Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai is home.
it? Yeah.
This city spoils you. I've traveled almost. I've been to States. I've lived in UK. I've been to Europe. I know. Coming back to our conversation,
Yeah.
yes. Earlier, everybody wanted that green card, wanted that
Exactly.
American passport.
Yeah.
I had that dream as well. I applied for my EB5, and somehow when I look at the combination, the permutation, I'm never gonna go live in the US. It's quite far. Plus, with the new laws of taxation, even if I consider staying in Dubai and I have a American passport or a green card, I end up still paying taxes to the government, which
Absolutely.
doesn't make sense to me. So
Absolutely.
this country gives you everything. It's a tax-free environment at the moment, at
Yeah,
least. It's
yeah.
a tax-free environment, very centrally located. You can travel anywhere on a 6 to 8 hours journey. Very safe, secure. Being an Islamic country, very cosmopolitan. right?
Mm.
They embrace all the cultures, religion, everything is being
Absolutely.
accepted very well.
Absolutely.
And the luxury life we live out here cannot be matched anywhere else.
When you got here about, say, about 10, 15 years back,
2007, I think. Yeah.
2007, what was your first thought of the place?
Well, things in 2007 were very difficult, very
Yes.
different. I mean, the city was just kind of starting to grow in terms of infrastructure. I still remember JBR Marina was so far away.
Exactly.
We all started from Karama, Bar
Exactly.
Dubai, and taking a trip to Marina was like a
Like a
fancy
big thing, right? Let's only do it on Friday.
Let's do a Marina trip today. Let's
Yes.
go to the walk, see those buildings coming
Yes.
up. So it was quite far, and I still remember Dubai Mall was getting constructed.
Yes.
So Zabil used to be a nightmare
Correct.
driving from
Yes.
there, right?
Yeah.
The traffic used to be so bad.
Mm.
So from there to today, the journey has been incredible. It's very fascinating. It motivates you a lot.
Yes.
Imagine a country in the last 20, 25 years have transformed so well. And I always tell everyone, how many times in your life would you go to London or Paris?
Exactly.
They've got the Eiffel Tower, they've got the London Eye, the Big Ben. But in Dubai, every 6 months you've got something new.
Something new that's
Museum
come
of
up.
Future in Dubai, the downtown views, and C'est la vie for that matter.
Yeah.
So this city, every time that you come here, you have something new,
Absolutely.
right? And Emirates Airlines does a fantastic job.
Oh, 100%.
They have to stop over in Dubai, then they
100%.
lure you into doing a staycation or
Yeah.
a 2-day stay over in this country,
Yeah.
which brings in a lot of tourists and people do enjoy here.
It is centrally located for everybody, right?
And today, I mean, I love the way the leadership here plans things. I mean, they've made Emirates one of the best airlines. So if you're a guy who's doing a luxury holiday, other than the resort, you make sure that you fly Emirates. Emirates definitely stops in Dubai.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it 100%
So
does.
a stopover of 2 days, with visas on arrival, you pay $100, you get a visa, you get to stay, enjoy this beautiful city, the culture. It brings in a lot of people. People have started understanding the city well. And financially also, if you see, this is the only country in the world that gives you a dollar-based investment with zero taxation.
Very true.
Nowhere in the world you can invest into a dollar-based, whether it's funds, whether it's bonds, whether it's real estate.
Right.
A dollar-based economy is never tax-free, except in UAE.
Except in UAE.
Yeah.
You're
See,
thinking
this
about
city is all
how
bling bling, right?
Yeah.
All fancy cars, nice clubs, nice party places. One of the few best beach clubs out here. So it's quite.
So
an
what do you
attractive
do?
place.
How are your weekends like? Don't say work. I mean, leave
if
work.
I'm not working, I would like to. I mean, Namos used to be one of the best places that I like to relax in, but of course with the weather now. But this place has so many. I like to be by a poolside or a beachside place, have my shisha, have some good food, a bottle of wine, and life is good.
Oh, I said for a layman, if say my salary were 16,000 and I wanted to purchase a 2 million worth property, how does this work?
So I'll give you a simple maths, a simple calculation, or a simple way of understanding mortgages, right?
Yeah.
So whatever that your salary or your income is, you just remove 50% of it,
Okay.
right? So 50% is your lifestyle. Whether you earn 10,000, whether you earn 100,000, that ratio doesn't change.
Okay.
So your earning minus 50% is what goes for your lifestyle.
Sure.
The balance 50% is where you can take leverage, where you can get a mortgage, where you can utilize it. So what does the bank do is, let's say your salary, just for the sake of conversation, is 10,000 dirhams. 5,000 dirhams wiped out straight for your lifestyle. From the balance 5,000, if you have any existing loans,
Sure.
that EMI has been deducted. So after deducting your EMI, whether it's your car loan, whether it's your personal loan, everything, and depending if you have too many credit cards, or let's say I think they take about 25% of the card limit as thing. Whatever amount left, that into multiple of, I think, 10, 15, 20, based on where you work, how long have you been here, is your loan eligibility amount.
Okay.
A lot of factors come into play. Your age, how long have you been working in the company, how big the organization is. Those things makes it much easier. They give you loans up to 25 years if you're young enough. If you're below 65, the 10-year or the 25 loan, your tenure doesn't cross 65, then you can get up to 25 years. Of some cases, they approve 30 years as well.
Sure.
So mortgages are quite easy. rates are still comparatively cheaper. They've got expensive,
Yeah.
yes. It has got expensive worldwide,
Yeah.
but comparatively they're still cheaper than many other countries.
Awesome.
I hope I've answered that for you. I
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
that's
Awesome. So, but tell me something. So, if someone, in a layman's term, if someone's looking to invest in Dubai, what is the deal with this whole golden visa thing?
so. Golden Visa was one of the best initiatives the government could ever come up with, right? Because earlier, a lot of population, a lot of people used to send money back home,
True.
right? Because they were uncertain about, okay, what if I lose my job?
True.
Right?
Yeah.
With the mainland having a local sponsor was also a concern for a lot of people that can I really invest all my money here? Can I keep my
Yes.
money here? What if somebody takes over my company tomorrow?
Exactly.
So the whole initiative of being your independent sponsor given a lot of confidence to a lot of people who've been here for more than 20, 30, 40 years.
Sure.
Right? They always were sending all their money back home, building the best of the house and locking it up in their country
Yeah.
because they would spend most of the time here.
Yeah.
So with the golden visa, it came to the point that you're your own sponsor.
Yeah.
You're here for 10 years. And if you don't do anything hanky-panky, you're going to continue staying here for the rest of your life. And that brought in a lot of investment from people living here.
True. Yeah.
I know so many people who, before the golden visa, who've been here for like about 35, 40 years, but never invested here. They've been paying rentals. And when I asked them why, it's a kingdom. One day, what if they ask me to
Yes.
leave? At least I'm sure I'm safe back home. I've kept all the money. I can go back and retire. Boom, golden visa, everything
Everyone's,
changed. They want to
yeah.
be here. They're buying the best of the properties for their family.
Yeah.
They're investing a lot into this country. Now they feel more secure, more comfortable.
Absolutely.
So that move was a game changer, I think, for Dubai.
But how? So how does it work? Suppose if someone invests, say, in a property worth $1 million or two, I don't know. So
Well, it's very simple. You just need to invest into a property worth 2 million dirhams. Once you paid the 2 million dirhams, you can apply for a golden visa.
and that is as simple as that.
As simple as that. I think the process takes less than a week. And there are other methods as well. It's not just the investment. Even if you're a working professional and your salary is more than 30,000 dirhams, you're eligible for golden visas.
Oh, okay.
Right? The freelancers visas, they are also attracting a lot of talent from around the world and issuing them golden visas. So it has really brought in a lot of people into this country with the safety. They're not time bound here that I'm here for 3 years. I don't
And
know
then, yes,
if I'm gonna my visa is gonna be renewed.
Yeah.
What if I continue to have my job or not have my job?
Man, the amount of people who, I mean, the number of people who I know who came with the same mindset that we are going to be here for about 2, 3, 5 years.
I'm right
We're
here.
going to do X, Y, Z, and then we're going to go back. Yeah. You will not believe it. The other day I was speaking to my trainer, and he said the exact same thing. And I was like, man, I keep hearing this from everybody. And then after 2 years, no one. I'm
one
like, you're
leaves.
still here?
No one leaves. Yeah, I mean that's the magic of this city. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like Bombay for me. They say in Bombay nobody sleeps hungry.
Exactly.
It's exactly the same with Dubai. The city has so much potential, so much happening around, and as long as you're able to make things work, you would never want to leave. I mean,
No, absolutely.
there is
right.
no reason for you to go back
absolutely.
to wherever that you come from.
Oh, and that's Dubai. So what? So if I were I was looking to buy something. What areas would you recommend? And what are the pros and cons of
Well, it
Because
depends.
now there
I
is
mean,
old Dubai and there's new Dubai, and I don't know. It keeps getting further and further and newer with the
yes. Well, the city is growing. You've got many options. I mean, it depends on your, what you need.
yeah.
If you're you need more of a family community, you'll be looking at the villas and the townhouses coming up more towards, let's say, the Damak Lagoons, Tilal Al Gaf, Dubai Hills Estate, and everything. If you're still a very young couple, want to enjoy life, like the hustle bustle of the city, then you've got your Blue Water Island, you've got your beachfront, you've got Marina JBR, which is classic, always been there. So, depending on what your goals are and at what stage of life you are in, there are different communities which are designed, for families, for young couples, for singles, and everything.
But
So,
give me one area. Give me your favorite, probably your.
well,
preference.
I love beachfront. MR Beachfront is my favorite. It's a beautiful community which is coming up, brand new. Beautiful views of Ain Dubai. You've got the water right there, not very crowded at the moment. So that's something that I personally love.
Nice, very nice. I would definitely take that into consideration. Now, also, man, just I don't know. Is like a more like a. I'm inquisitive about this.
Hmm.
What is in store for the future now? Because I hear a lot of investments being done now from the Russian sector, and then obviously the golden visas help lure in a lot of investments from other countries as well.
Hmm.
But this is 2023. We've recovered from COVID. Market's good. Everything's stable. What about the future? What do you see there? It like because everyone's a bit hesitant when now. If you were to buy a property in India, it even the market is going to be stable. It's not going to go down per se.
Hmm.
I mean, you know how it is over here. I mean, when the market goes down, it really goes down. So, and when it jumps, it really jumps. That's and again to most people that's the beauty of the place as well.
Hmm.
So, what do you think is in store in the near future?
Well, with the future, let me ask you a question. Right, we are in 2023. Do you think in 2026 the houses would be cheaper?
No one knows.
Nowhere in the world it's going to be
Yeah.
cheaper. So yes, the market does have its ups and downs. It purely depends on your goal. If you're here to stay,
Right.
there's a very famous saying in real estate, right? A property can fall sick but never die.
Yeah.
So
That's
if
a
you
nice. I've never heard that one before.
well,
That's a nice one,
what,
man.
yeah, that's what we use all the time. So yeah, if you're looking for a quick in and out, I would recommend to stay away from it.
Right.
Right, that's
Yeah.
very volatile as a market. But yeah, if you're looking for a goal of about 2 to 3 years or 5 years period or a longer period, definitely I can assure you in 2033, 10 years from now, the property is not going to be cheaper. Right, and comparatively with all the infrastructure, safety, security, the lifestyle that we provide, you won't believe, Ankit, we are still one-fourth the price of all major cities in the world, right?
Right.
We are cheaper than Bombay.
Yeah. True.
Right?
100%.
You're cheaper than London,
Yeah.
central London, of course. I'm
Yes.
not mentioning the
Yeah.
countryside.
Yeah.
You're cheaper than Hong Kong. Oh my God, Hong Kong is crazy as a
Yeah.
market. So the city is just started growing. There's a lot of potential. It's attracting a lot of international attention. Millionaires and billionaires from around the world are moving in. They only going to boost this property, the price of the property up. They're just going to bring it to a standard of London or Hong Kong or Bombay or Paris or Miami for that matter when it comes to the waterfront. So there's a lot of gap between our prices and prices compared with Miami.
With the rest of- yeah, sure.
So over the next 5 to 10 years, with their plan of doubling up the population and everything, the property market is only going to go up.
Nice. That's very as confident as you are. I mean,
But I've never seen any country where properties were cheaper today as compared to last
Yeah,
year,
sure.
5 years or 10 years.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, if your goal is to stay in the investment for long, to be in this country, to enjoy the returns, definitely properties are going to go up. But if you're looking for a quick flip, I would recommend to avoid
Not
that.
to
Yeah.
indulge right now. Oh, okay. That's nice to hear. So, what now? Scorpion Properties.
Yes.
Give me an insight on that.
Well, Scorpion Property, we formed this company during COVID in 2020. We believed in the city.
Bold move. I was just gonna say
Bold
very bold
move. We were like, this is the best price to buy real estate. All developers are giving you 5 years, 7 years, 8 years of post handover plan.
Yeah.
We did have some investors who believed in our vision, and we told them that this is the bottom of the pricing that you're getting. And if you buy the luxury property today, I'm 100% sure the property is owed appreciate. Right? So the prices were right, the payment plans were nice. Our clients, imagine a client bought a house for 8 million and he had 8 years to pay for it. So it's a million dirham kind of a payment plan each year.
Yeah.
And he's got a beautiful 4-bedroom house in Blue Water Island.
Yeah.
Now look at Blue Water Island. What could go wrong with
No,
it?
nothing.
Right?
It's absolutely beautiful.
So we started our journey. I mean, COVID gave us this idea. We looked at the potential of the market. We seen market was at the bottom. Our investors came in handy. They supported our vision. And today, 2.5 years later, we are where we are. We've been, in the top 10 of MR.
Yes.
We've been top 10 in all the major developers in Dubai.
Yeah, that's nice to hear, man. And kudos to you guys. You seem to know, or you probably got to know something that others didn't at that point of time.
Well,
I
it's just
think.
a matter of vision. I mean, I believe in this country. I've seen this country transform. I've seen this country. I remember my days when we didn't have public transport, and the taxi drivers used to ask where you want to go, and
Yeah.
the minute you tell them nearby,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
would say, "No, I
Yeah.
only want to go to Dera or
Yeah.
Jabal Ali
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
those places."
Yeah.
From there to where we are today, very customer centric, very friendly, very welcoming. I still believe in the city. If you ask me today, should I buy a property? Definitely, you should buy a property. Because see, it doesn't make sense to pay about 8-9% of the property value as a rental.
Sure. Yeah.
If you're planning to be here for the next 5 to 10 years, mortgage are easy. Even if you leave, you can easily rent your property.
Sure. Yeah.
It's an expat-driven country. There's always demand for. Tell me one building in Dubai that you find without tenants or without people living.
None.
And I still remember when MR Dubai Hills Estate was getting formed, and we were questioning who's going to come and live here. I mean, imagine so many houses, and then boom, it's one of the best communities and a very populated community today.
Yeah. 100%.
So we believe in this country. We believe in the leadership. We believe in the vision. They want the best for everyone, whether it's lifestyle, safety, security, comfort. Why would people not want to move here?
Exactly. Nice. That's positive and very nice to hear.
Yeah.
Now, we've been speaking only about Dubai. What about the rest of the Emirates, man? What about Sharjah? What about our very own Abu Dhabi?
I think the last time I went to Sharjah was 4 years ago. We've been so busy out here, going out and about.
Dubai
in the city.
is, if you see area-wise, it is very small. But then there is so much happening.
to do.
Yes.
There's so much to do. There are new restaurants opening every other month, activities, new places, clubs, lounges. So, the city keeps you busy.
It does, right?
The only time we go to Abu Dhabi is when you have a visitor from India to show them the Grand Mosque or the Emirates Palace. Otherwise, we are very content in
being
this,
in
this roughly about 30-kilometer radius. We are very happy. Lots to do.
Lots to do. Absolutely. But now, come on. I mean, okay. So, say from investment point of view, should one consider any other emirate?
Everybody should watch out on RAC.
Ras Al Khaimah?
Yes,
is that
Ras Al
because of the gaming approvals?
The gaming approvals. It's gonna be the new Macau.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're projecting it to be. So that is one Emirates to watch out for.
Okay.
Abu Dhabi is doing very well. Aldar is doing a fantastic job in opening up Sea World, Ferrari World, and all those attractions. The museum out there.
Man, I visited Yas the other day. It's like a place in its own. Like it's like a
Ultra happened there.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
So I like the vision. I mean, I read it somewhere. What they're trying to do is, Europe, right? You get the Schengen visa and you can travel, and you're in London, and then London is out of it now. But let's say you're in Madrid, and then you travel to Barcelona. Then you go to Paris, right? They're trying to get something similar in the Middle East. Land in Dubai, take the Etihad rail, get down to Oman, enjoy the weather, enjoy the nature there. Take the next train, go down to Qatar, enjoy the Ultra Festival there. I think very soon they'll have a concept like the GCC visa, where you can just land in Dubai. Etihad Rail is doing greater connectivity to the whole of Gulf. So you can see everything.
Exactly.
That's the vision. I mean, that's what
I had
I've
heard
read
the exact same thing what you're referring to. I heard the exact same thing that's something that they have in mind, especially with the Etihad Railways.
See, Qatar, I mean, they did a fantastic job hosting those stadium, the football matches there. The stadiums are there. There'll be concerts happening there. There'll be events happening there. Like today, we travel Tomorrowland. We travel for Ultra. All of that, it's going to be here. So you don't have to go anywhere else.
I can't wait for it. Honestly, I can't. Sunny, now, I mean, it's amazing to get your thoughts on the real estate market. It's truly very awesome. Like it was a very positive feedback that I'd want to buy a property now, man. I'm not even kidding. After just
Call me after this.
No, but give me more insight on you now. So, where did you come from? How did you land in Dubai? How did Dubai, tell me about you.
Ankit, it's a very interesting story. Yeah. So I grew up in Bombay. I was born in Meerut. It's a small town in UP, and I studied in Bombay. I've lived most of my schooling, college days were in Bombay, and we used to live in this small city called Thane.
Yeah,
it is not in Bombay, but it borders with Bombay or whatever. And I used to always fancy buying a house in Bandra,
Hmm.
Carter Road. I don't know why, by the sea, it was a dream. And I was like, in Bombay, buying a house there back in 2004 was crazy.
Yeah. It's
Not
still
happening.
crazy, to be honest with you.
At that time for me, with just starting, I mean, I just college graduate and I said I want to live by the
Yeah.
seaside. Carter Road is where I want to be because most of them we used to go there,
Yeah.
those cafes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
mocha and all
Yeah,
those
yeah,
things
of
there. You
course, man.
remember going up there. So I always had a dream of buying a house there. And I'm like, India mein to nahi hone wala. If I'm staying in India, I don't think so I can ever be able to buy it. So we were just chilling out in one of the malls, and there was a friend of mine who used to work in Dubai, and he was down in Bombay for a vacation. So we were just randomly talking, and I asked him that, what do you think? How's Dubai? He said, amazing. I said, do you think I can get a job there? And he goes
Which
like,
year is this?
this was 2007.
Oh, just right before the boom.
Just before, not
Yeah.
the boom and the
And the
boom.
boom. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was 2007. My very dear friend, he was in Bombay for a vacation. I casually happened to ask him that, can you get me a job in Dubai? And he asked me why. Why do you want to go to Dubai? I said, I want to buy that house in Carter Road, and I think if I earn in a different currency, I'll be able to save enough to buy that house. He said, okay. Are you sure you want to do this? I said, yes. What kind of job? I said, get me anything. Get me anything. I just want to make sure I make more money and I buy this house, and I'm going to be there for 3 years. Those days they used to issue 3-year
Yeah,
visa. I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
one visa, I'm sorted.
And
The
then I'm
day
back.
I get my house, I moved back. He said, okay. So he helped me get a job. He helped me to move to Dubai. My first job was with a finance company who used to specialize in real estate financing. That's how I started. 2007, Dubai was crazy.
Oh man.
We all started with this bed space journey, and I'm like, nah, this is not where I want to live.
Yeah.
Golden Sands, Silver Sands, you remember?
Yes.
The rent was, I still remember the rent. The rent was 110,000 for a one bedroom. Crazy. And that too with things, bachelors, we won't give you a house, then you bring in more people, we don't want to make bed space concept here, blah, blah, blah. Then I realized everything around me was about buying real estate because we were funding real estate, right? Good old days, we were getting 90% finance, 95% finance.
Yes, I remember.
So I did the maths and I said, I went to HR that I want to have, can I get a loan? Can I get a finance to buy my house? And HR was like, you just joined, it's your third month. You have to wait for 6 months to be as a confirmed employee, and then we give you the mortgage. I said, okay, the countdown started.
Yeah.
I completed my 6 months. I realized that I worked the calculation that if I buy a house for 1 million in 2007 when I came, with the staff interest rate and everything, all I'm paying was 2,000 dirhams per month towards your own house.
Yeah.
Compared to 10,000 dirhams for Golden Sands or Silver Sands.
Exactly.
The maths fit in well. I said, let's forget the dream of Carter Road for some time. Whatever that I had managed to save in those 6-7 months, I said, okay, let me put that up in Dubai. And that's when 2008 is when I bought my first house in Dubai.
Yeah.
And I can proudly say that I've never paid rent in this country except for the first 6 or 8 months.
Awesome. Yeah.
So that's how it started, and that's what started bringing my interest. So though I was into the banking vertical, I was more about approving loans for people. But then I realized why people don't buy here.
Yeah.
And a lot of people criticize me saying, oh, you're just 8 months into the country. What if you lose your job tomorrow? I said, if I lose my job, I give the property back to the bank.
No harm done.
No harm done. I mean, yes, I lost. I can't pay. One, I'll try to rent it. I'm sure I'll get enough money to pay the bank and pay the service charges and everything. But if not, worst case, what will happen?
Yeah.
The bank will take the property.
Yeah.
Anyways, they paid 95% for it. Let them keep it. So I bought my first house here in 2008. Many people are not very happy. They were telling me you're flying too high.
Yeah.
You should be very careful. And I said, I'm not paying 10,000 to any landlord.
Yes.
I'm happy to pay 2,000 dirhams and stay in my own house. That's how it started. It was going very well.
Yeah.
Lehman Brother happened.
Ah.
Everybody started telling me, oh, we told you not to buy the house and look at the prices. There was no price. I mean, whatever I bought my house for, nobody was willing to take it for free as well, right? The market was boom and everybody started telling me, Do you remember we told you? What are you going to do there? I said, I still live there.
You're still living somewhere. You are
I
going to
have my
live there.
job.
Exactly.
I need a house to stay.
Yeah.
Even if, recession hit in, you still need a house,
House,
right?
right?
I stay in my own. And it
Right.
worked in my favor. I mean,
Yeah.
the banks were considerate. They dropped the rate even further.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
paying lesser.
Yeah.
Life was okay. So that's how the journey started. And I realized if your goal is, and that's what I was telling you, if you're looking for a long term goal, you will always make money in real
Yeah.
estate.
True. True.
So that's where the inspiration came.
Yeah.
After 7 years of working into banking industry, I realized I'm wasting my time. Let me venture into real estate. I started with a brokerage firm back in 2014. Worked there for, I think, about 3 years. Understood the market. Then I got the opportunity to work with Chopra developers. I
Yes.
was heading their sales for, I think, 6 long years. And then Scorpion happened. So Scorpion Properties, Neeraj Mishra, who owns it, he's a very dear friend. We know each other for the last 10, 12 years. I met him one day. I said, I'm bored. I want to do something bigger, better. He said, come, let's venture into this. And that's how the journey started. And we've been managing to expand until now.
Awesome, man. Very nice. Very nice.
So still, the Carter Road
It's still
house
pending.
is still pending. But whatever that I saved for it helped me sail through the tough years of 2008, 9, managed to buy me a property. Yeah.
Those were tough, right? I mean, those were. It was for everybody.
Well, it was so funny. I still remember the incident. Every 15th of the month, there used to be a list of people who they will ask to let go.
Yes.
And every 15th, like, oh, bach gaya.
Yeah.
So it was a tough period, but I still count my blessing. God was kind. Things worked out in my favor, and I still managed to survive.
But come on, the amount of I remember there was a time. So we were also in sales at that point of time for a media in the media industry, and I remember there was this one particular place in Karama where all of us used to go. Like our entire office, and there were bankers as well, and there were real estate agents as well. That was like a hub. It was a tea place.
The Al-Hara.
Everyone had their own spot.
That used to be a little hotspot point to meet everyone.
And the amount of business that's been done from that particular.
Oh, that's the biggest networking hub.
100%. So I remember there was this one time, me and my colleague become a very close friend, and we were fighting about the commissions we got. I think he got about 3,000 or 4,000 more than me, or something on those lines. And then we were fighting really loud. I don't know for what reason. I don't remember. But I particularly remember this. There was another gentleman fighting behind me on the phone with probably his HR or someone, I don't know. And then we were fighting about for like 3 grand, and he's like, "Mere 30,000 nahi hai." No, mere 20,000 nahi. And we looked back at him, and we're like, we stopped talking at all. And then once he got done, we were like, what do you do? Real estate. It's like, okay, man, So I mean, it was tough, but people in real estate also had their good times.
I mean, they still do. Honestly, they still do. If you know, knowledge is the key in real estate, right? It's also a favorite pastime for a lot of people out here. They get attracted toward this industry, looking at all the glamour, all those Instagram posts, all your fancy dinners and your travel history and everything. But it's quite a tough industry. It requires a lot of knowledge. It requires a lot of you need to believe in what you do. You need to have, and just belief isn't enough. You need to have your numbers in place.
Sure.
You need to know what will a client make, not today, but over the next 5, 10, 12 years, 15 years into this property.
Sure.
How will you find him an exit? So one of the strength in our company, what we do is we do a lot of comparative market analysis, right? I'll give you a secret for free. We'll always prefer to buy, the units which are less in numbers. A general investor would run behind the 1 bedrooms because they're easy, they're cheap.
True,
Comparatively, they're a good entry point to invest into. We always insist our investors to buy minimum of a 2 bedroom or a 3 bedroom because they're less in numbers. When you have to resell, you're competing with the lesser audience. They are mostly end user homes. A family would prefer to stay in a 3 bedroom or a 4 bedroom villa. So you get the right buyer for it, and the offering isn't much. So a lot of research gets into the product that you're buying. How many of those are available around you?
Sure, yeah.
What's your competition like? When you want to sell, how many people would you be fighting with? What if 10% want to sell it urgently and they drop the price? How will it impact? So picking up the right property for your investor requires a lot of skill, requires a lot of market analysis. You need to understand your competition. So we were even drilling it down to what particular series that a client should buy. Is there any building or a tower coming in front of it? Will the view be blocked 2 years, 3 years
Right,
later?
okay. That's a lot of
So
research going in.
well, that's what makes you. I mean, that's where our investors are
Yeah.
making money because they've got the best unit. Yeah, they were. It was not easy to buy them because they were considered to be the most expensive premium
Sure,
units.
yeah.
But it's okay to pay 100, 200, 300,000 extra while booking it because it gets you much more return and lesser competition when you want to resell it.
There you have it, man. That's a lot of insight. I think people will be happy after watching this.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah,
Contact
definitely.
us.
Perfect, man. Sunny, thank you for taking out time for
Pleasure,
Timeout.
Ankit. Always happy to see you.
It's been awesome speaking to you. And I'm sure you seem to know what you're doing. You seem to be on the right path.
Thank you, Ankit. Pleasure to see you after so long.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me here. I hope this will pass the message what we want to pass to the
Yeah,
clients,
100%.
to your viewers, and I hope they understand the potential and
Yeah.
and the beauty the city has.
Habibi, come to Dubai.
Yeah, as they say, come to Dubai.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thanks.
Thank you.